Hello, beautiful beings. This is a quick video about those tense or even moments of conflict with life or other people and how they can potentially lead us down the path of freedom, of peace of mind, and of inner contentment. So basically, into the goal. And I'm going to speak on that. Before I get started, just a reminder, because I've been prepping all week my videos and my resources for my Hypno Summit presentations that's coming up December 13th. So whether you are hypno curious, certified in hypnosis, wherever you are on the spectrum of hypnosis, join because you get 5 days of recorded talks about hypnosis that you can listen to at any point in those 5 days. And I think even a couple days after. So I really encourage you to check it out and come see my presentations. I'm going to do one on how to create a weight loss group online with hypnosis, but then also one for everyone, which is talking about the future of mental health and how thought and mind and consciousness can bring us into the modern world, the evolution of mental health and well-being. So that being said, when we look at these moments that life presents with us, whether it's like just kind of getting triggered on a phone call when we're trying to kind of be treated or fix an account or fix a bill or call for a document or whatever it is, discuss an accident, anything that it is. Maybe it's even with family members, things come up, right? Now, not to make it seem like these are easy or they're fun or they're even great. This is like a challenging part of life. But what I'm here to say is that when we bring awareness in those moments of what's coming up for us and what's being triggered for us, there is so much gold there because that's the direct path to our own inner peace, contentment, freedom, and then, of course, not being controlled by others, right? Like, not, what do people say? Like, not letting that person live rent free in your mind, and worse, being really affected or having it affect your whole day. Now, that being said, that person is more of a mirror or a messenger or is there to help you see the parts of yourself that need some light, could use some support, could use some awareness and understanding, healing, resolving, release, forgiveness, and on and on. So I won't get so much into exactly the work involved with that. I mean, this is primarily subconscious or what we might even call super conscious work, because what it's doing is shining a light on underlying beliefs, perceptions, programming, everything that you might have picked up ancestrally, generationally, from society, from your environment you grew up in, from your parental situation. And so we're not saying, oh, it's all this fault. We're just saying the trigger, the tension, like when it's really heightened and you kind of can't control it, or maybe you're really fighting to control it, it just shows that there's something that could be cleared out. I used to be like a really hot. I mean, I am a fire dragon, so I think it's still in me. Like if you really, something would have to make me so mad. I can't even honestly remember the last time my fire dragon really came out. And it's more of like an inner fire kind of power now, because I'm not really I don't have that temper that I had. And I don't react so intensely to things. Like I still have my things that I'm learning and working through, but I don't have this like outward explosion like I used to, where I felt like things were so heightened and built up. And this is what we're talking about. We're talking about the way that life has its ability to show us the things that are coming up for us, to really show us what is the pathway to our own freedom. So say, for example, this happens a lot in separations. And while there can be hurt and angry feelings between the couple, if each person in the couple can, in a sense, take responsibility for their own reaction and then let that be a guide to show them that they're feeling hurt or show them what's still underneath, that's going to be a direct path to their own resolution, to their own healing, to their own letting go. And it doesn't mean it just has to happen immediately. It just means that if you find yourself what you would consider overreacting in situations where it's really because of how you're feeling and how you're looking at it, a lot of times this happens with like parents and respect. Like they have these beliefs about respect that then they get so triggered if their children don't respect them. And then they demand more respect from their children when really, there's a whole dynamic there, plus a belief about what respect looks like. Plus, we're sort of closed off to seeing, but what's actually going on and what is the child feeling and what are you feeling and so on. So it is a really good way to look at, oh, what kind of limiting beliefs are causing me to feel bad? And like, how am I relating to my thinking? So this is a great topic. This is really comes up a lot in my coaching work and in my hypnosis work, because like you might have saw before, I made that video on setting anchors. And even though it's like a class for, generally speaking, for hypnosis practitioners to learn to set anchors, if you listen to it and you go to the part where I do a sample, you can get an anchor set for you for the circle of personal excellence and just immerse yourself in that session and then have that anchor. And so what that can do is, in the meantime, while you're following down the path of what's needed to heal or to release on your part, you can use the anchor to come back to your grounding, come back to yourself, come back to like, tone it down, chill it out, just settle down so that you can even begin to explore what your triggers are telling. So I would really recommend you going back to that. That's my client. So I got to run. It's so great to be here. I can't wait to see you at the summit. Remember to get your ticket below, like, subscribe, share if you feel like this would be useful for someone else, maybe somebody that always says they're getting triggered by you. Send this to them. And ciao for now.